Imagine the shock, the confusion you'd feel waking up one day to find your home, your whole life uprooted solely based on your ethnic background. That's the reality for over 120,000 Japanese Americans during World War II, displaced and interned, but not without a fight for justice. To comprehend their experiences, we need to first grasp the historical backdrop, heightening fear and suspicions from the attack on Pearl Harbor. Amidst the wartime hysteria, President Roosevelt signed Executive Order 9066. This order was a catalyst for Japanese American internment, forever altering the fates of thousands. The process was swift. Within days, people had to abandon their homes, their dreams, all they've worked hard for. Their journeys, often starting from heavily militarized zones, were rife with uncertainty, fear, and discomfort. Yet within these unsettling circumstances, the spirit of resilience lived on. Families formed communities within the internment camps, preserving their customs, cultural practices against the odds. Humanizing these historical facts are personal narratives, like that of George Takei, a prominent actor and social activist. Takei was interned as a child, and his experiences echo the strife of thousands. Beyond personal impacts, this episode sparked significant legal discourse. Consider the landmark case, Korematsu v. United States, challenging the constitutionality of Executive Order 9066. It's a cornerstone in the narrative of American civil liberties. Decades on, these narratives, these unsilenced voices continue to echo. In our quest to comprehend American history, they remind us of resilience in the face of adversity and the constant tug-of-war between democratic ideals and perceived national security threats. Revisiting these stories, we can see the devastating impacts, not just on individuals, but generations. Familial bonds were often strained to breaking point, changing the course of lives and destinies. Bridges destroyed, dreams deferred. A deep-seated trauma was forged in the hearts of many. Yet from the ashes of despair, fiery defiance and fortitude arose, like in the case of Gordon Hirabayashi. A prominent activist, his fervent resistance to internment led to pivotal legal challenges. Hirabayashi also consider Min Yasui, another internee who dared to defy the curfew orders. His constitutional challenge, Yasui v. United States, remains integral to the discourse on civil liberties and the Constitution. Each voice, each story forms a unique thread in the grand tapestry of American history. Understated yet powerful, their resilience serves as an expose of a nation's internal conflict during a global crisis. Simultaneously, it puts a spotlight on a reprehensible chapter in the history of civil liberties violation. Even amid intense adversity, these resilient individuals upheld their identities, their cultural heritage. Despite being interned, they continued to celebrate festivals, family traditions, a testament to their enduring spirit. Such deep-rooted resilience wasn't just about survival, but an embodiment of their indomitable spirit. Today, these narratives challenge us to scrutinize our bias, to question the balance between freedom and security. They remind us heritage isn't a threat. Diversity isn't a weakness. They are what make America, hence obligates us to stand against discrimination. One blooming example of such undying resilience was Fred Korematsu. Defying Executive Order 9066, his legal fight against the government became a celebrated case, Korematsu v. United States. Even in the face of unsubstantiated accusations of disloyalty, these individuals held on to their integrity, Their actions serve as a mirror, reflecting how we respond when faced with prejudices and fear. For the internment victims, the journey wasn't confined to the camps, but extended far beyond it. Post-internment, they fought for reparations and apologies, resulting in the Civil Liberties Act of 1988. This law was a recognition of the injustices perpetrated, an acknowledgement of their courage. Stories like theirs exist all over the world. Wherever there's persecution, there's resistance. Despite governmental justifications, should fundamental rights be compromised in the name of national security? Each era has its share of challenges. Reactions to these challenges shape our history. Such narratives compel us to grapple with our past, to understand our present, and chart our future. As we ponder these questions, we ensure their sacrifices weren't in vain. Their resilience wasn't overlooked. Their legacy lives on every time we refuse to let fear dictate our actions. In light of their story, we are reminded of the power of resilience amid injustice. Remaining vigilant now more than ever, let's recall these narratives in challenging times ahead. Remember, acknowledging our history, however harrowing, gives us the power to shape a just future. We can see their resilience as an inspiration for our own struggles, personal or societal. It's stories like these that fuel change, that push us to question and fight against injustice. Their story serves as a reminder that what we do now will echo in the annals of history. In the face of adversity, we must remember their resilience and emulate it in our own battles. We must strive for justice, equality, and peace, leading by their example, for each generation inherits the legacy of its predecessors. May ours be one of unwavering courage. As we close this chapter, we hope their story has inspired you to always stand for what's right. Thank you for joining us on this journey. We hope you carry their spirit with you. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more inspiring stories like these.